Right.
I'm in love. I'm in love.
Yeah.
I'm in love with Mary Jane.
I already know what it is.
What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Sativa Jones, aka LeBron James, BKA Young Shane Bottoms is the older ones kinda weird. CKA Flaming Redder than, because I'm 10 steps ahead every time. EKA Jimmy Newbomb. And that's all I'm going with for today. We can save the rest for later. And I'm here with.
What's up, y'all? It's Lindu. Mind right daily. All day, every day.
Mind right, ready for war, man.
Exactly.
How you been, Lynn?
Everything good, man. Everything good. I'm blessed, man. I'm very blessed. Things been going great, man. I can't even lie to you.
This is about your third or fourth episode being on this podcast. Last one never got out to the fans because it was a magnet thing. I ain't never experienced no shit like that. When they told me that at the store, I was mad as fuck.
Things happen for reasons, man. You know.
Anyhow, here today, and I ain't speak to you people for a long time, so I'm here to tell you that this man right here hit me like, yo, we gotta work. And I said, you know what, I haven't been working on this particular, I've been smacking y'all with musical videos and little here and there's, but I need to get back to my origins. What started this shit for Sativa Jones?
Definitely, man. Sometimes we need that though, like I tell all my people, man, we inspire each other, you know what I'm saying? We all doing stuff. My man said hit me, like, yo, what you doing today? You working on your thing? Come do this, come shoot this with me, come do this. It's like, we all gotta do that for each other, you know what I mean? So
before we get any further in this thing, I just want to say we in the home of the Umbrella Factory, IBC Productions. Shout out to K Moolah, he'll be in and out of it, here talking with us shortly. He got a Madden thing he doing, you feel me? He don't want to lose ever in that, so kind of serious for him, so I understand. But did you want to start with it first?
man, we can start with the Jay-Z, man. I wanted to speak about that. Anxious to talk about that, man.
So if you've been living under the rock, Jay-Z has partnered with the NFL after backing Colin Kaepernick. And it was a lot of outrage and things on that part. Now, I have outrage for certain tokens of it, but it's not what y'all think. So I'll let you start on this subject.
I mean, I'm not outraged or nothing, you know what I'm saying? My biggest thing is, everybody got different perspectives, you know what I'm saying? You got people who want to say, Jay is a sellout, you know what I'm saying? He shouldn't have got down with the NFL, he shouldn't have did this after he, you know, criticized other people and things like that. My thing is this, man. You damned if you do, damned if you don't. You see what I'm saying? Everybody knows Jay-Z is about his money. You know what I mean? He said that from day one. Mm-hmm. If you know anything about Jay-Z, anything about his history, he about his money.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's the part I want to tweak in on.
Yeah.
But over this, it was a waste of freaking time. Like, number one, Colin got paid.
Sure did.
He got paid already. He's not playing for NFL because they paid him an unsolicited, unknown amount of money, which I hope it was worth it. And he got paid. I don't care about his job no more. I'm not stopping anything for his job no more because he did not say, oh, I'm not gonna take this settlement.
Yeah.
You feel me? Why should I stop doing anything else after that?
Exactly.
Number two, we was never the whole protest of the NFL was retarded to me anyway because they had nothing to do with the cops.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was a show. And my thing is this: people gotta understand something. We live in America. The NFL is not about to give black people anything. You know what I'm saying? They're not about to do that. They're gonna run their business the way they run their business. It's gonna stay the way it is. You know what I'm saying? They may give you crumbs here and there, and they may look like, okay, we you know, you got some equality here and there, but it's a bunch of white billionaires. You know what I'm saying? They're not trying to relinquish no ownership. My thing is, let the top 20 black NFL players start their own league. Same thing with the NBA. Then we can have some progress if that's what we want to do. But begging them for little breadcrumbs, that ain't really gonna get us nowhere. I don't care if you got Jay-Z in there. I don't care if you got motherfucking Marvin Gaye in the seat. It ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter who you got in the seat.
Nah, but look,
or work with them. You know what I mean?
Even saying that, look what's happening now, and it hasn't even been a month, and look at what the NFL already doing. They about to do outreach in Chicago and everything just because Jay set that up.
Yeah, but see, I get that, and that's cool, but you got to understand, so there's a cap on that. You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to be to the point where, all right, say they do that, they do outreach, they do this, and they do little programs. Them little programs is not going to change the landscape of what's going on. You hear what I'm saying? It's still going to be to the point where the owners are billionaires, and we right here. You know what I mean?
But my whole thing is, like, sometimes it's not even for that. Like, sometimes people be, like, so woke that they don't even see the minute shit. Like, doing little stuff like that, it give kids, like, oh, people do actually somewhat care about us. Like, right. I'm not just nothing to certain people. Like, it starts with even the biggest wave started with a ping, like a drop of water. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
So you're saying start somewhere.
Yeah, it starts somewhere.
To be cool. And I'm cool with that. Like, I'm cool with Jay-Z doing what he's doing. But I'm just saying, don't expect for it to be a whole big, like,
oh yeah,
we about to have some equality and we about to, because it's not really going to be that. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel. I feel like they're going to give you little breadcrumbs. They're going to let little stuff, here and there. But, like, look at it like this. We own the NFL. Black people run the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Nobody you want to see Cam Newton. You want to see LeBron James in the NBA. You don't want to see, like, no disrespect. You don't want to see white players. You want to see black players. We run it. So if we said whatever, we can shut that all the way down and run it for real.
To tell the truth, if you do look at it, like Julian Edelman is one of the most honored, awarded wide receivers with rings, Super Bowl MVPs. Everybody was talking about Antonio Brown this season.
Yeah, Antonio Brown is nut. He tripping. He tripping.
But the other side of it, what I wanted to talk about with Jay is people sitting here saying like, oh, he's doing snake shit, la la la. It's been part of Jay-Z MO. My nigga, like, on some real shit, you don't get to being a billionaire by not being a snake to somebody.
And not even being a snake, but thinking about yourself before you think about other people. That's just what it is. You know, in this country, it's sad to say. I mean, I put it this way. I feel like you can be honorable and have integrity and still make money, but it's a way you got to do it. It may take you a little bit longer. But when you're in business with these corporations and these top-notch people, they playing by certain rules. You know what I mean? And either you're going to get down or lay down. You got to play by those rules.
On the business side, he's straight cutthroat, but he try to clean his sins by knowing what he do on the other side, paying for people here and there, paying for protesters, giving people starting foundation. Jay-Z don't really have a foundation. That's the other, like, we all saw his when he became a billionaire, we saw his list of companies and then you saw no real like charitable donation.
Right.
So he using himself as the charity and just taking that tax credit from there, like, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which is respectable. Like, I can't argue over it, but for people to act like we ain't see what he did with Dame, and we ain't see what he did on a whole bunch of other stuff with Beans and everything. Yeah. Like, he been that person. Why you mad now?
He been that person, and that's his perspective. Like, you can't be mad at him. Ain't nobody perfect at the end of the day.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure he's done a lot, like, as far as, like, with his money. You know what I'm saying? Everything ain't got to be broadcast. So my thing is, like, do what you do. That's your perspective. You want to do business that way, cool. But just don't be expecting for him to come there and save the whole thing, like, because that's just not realistic. You know what I mean? That's my thing.
But he sure did hit the internet with a boy, you gotta do ugly. When he said, we're beyond protesting. If it was about a job.
Yeah, they people took that out of context. Because, you know, we live in the world today. People
like,
stupid, man. Like,
oh, I saw some shit today. Like, we'll get into that part with the Chappell thing. Let's continue on.
It's like people take stuff out of context. Like, I get what he was saying. Like, we passed that. Let's get to the solutions. You know what I'm saying? We know what that is. Let's move forward. And people took that one little, you know what I'm saying, bite that he said. I was like, what do you mean we passed it? What do you mean? And then we argue over stuff that's not even, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy, man. It's just, we never get to the bottom of stuff because people want to, you know, stick on one soundbite and think about one particular thing. I'm just like, what can you do? You damn if you do, damn if you don't. I'm still a Hov fan. I like Hov. I think he he doing what he could do. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what comes from it. You know what I mean?
Man, all I'm saying is like certain stuff you gotta let wait on top of that. Like this is a partnership for years to come. So you can't just sit there and hear what he did and be mad. My nigga, ain't nobody who was mad at it turning down the amount of money that this man just got.
Yeah.
So y'all can all lick clits and suck dicks for all your
But then it's like
talking.
people don't know what they want. Like my thing is, what as black people, like, what do we want? Do we want a piece of something, or do we want ownership? Like what? Like at the end of the day, when you go into your job, are you asking for the job, or are you asking for the manager position?
I'm gonna show you how.
Job, it's certain things you gotta do. If you want the manager position, certain things you gotta do. That's just how I look.
I'm gonna show you how ill this shit is. He had all these black people happy about Solange singing about a seat at the table. This nigga went to go get a seat at the table and they got mad at him.
Wow. Like I said, damn if you do that. And then the people that's mad, a lot of us don't understand the inner workings of that deal anyway. Like, what is the deal? We don't even know what he got paid, what he's going to be allowed to do, what decisions is he making. We don't even know.
Number one, it's between Rock Nation and NFL. It's not between Jay-Z and NFL. Nah. He's the majority owner, but it's a publicly traded company. This nigga got chair members and everything. He's not the sole provider of what's happening here.
And it's under Live Nation. So it's like Live Nation is controlling a lot of that too. So it's like, what is the deal consisted of? Like, we don't even know. Like, they just said Jay-Z is partnering with the NFL. We don't know what decisions
once you put it like that, Live Nation, what do they sell? They sell tickets and stuff to the arena. So they was already in the partnership. It's just an extension of a partnership now.
They got the game sold up. Live Nation, they got all the venues, man. It's like they monopolizing the game. And that's what Jay-Z is about, man. He's a businessman. That's what it is. And when you're doing business, it's like this. Activists are not businessmen. You got businessmen, you got activists. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to be both.
And the businessmen normally fund the activists. If you look down that history.
True.
Bill Cosby, nigga paid for the what's the names for the March at Washington. Nobody want to talk about that. Talking about Quaaludes and shit. Everybody was fucking taking Quaaludes.
Yeah, that's a whole nother story. They did Bill Derrick.
But anyway, he paid for the speaker system at the March at Washington.
Mm-hmm. People don't know that.
Sammy Davis Jr. Niggas was calling him Uncle Tom while this nigga paying to get Rosa Parks and them niggas out of jail while he got into the back of, like, he living it and getting it from his people at the same time. It's all about public perception.
It's all about public perception. You're right, especially in today's day and age. It's like, that's all people care about. And it's like, we so caught up in symbolism as black people, we don't look at the fine print. That's why I said, what is the deal? You know what I'm saying? What is the inner workings of everything? It's symbolism, then it's what's really going on. You know what I mean? It's like, we don't be knowing.
So do you think it's time to control the public's perception? Because right now,
right
now media has that control.
Yo, so it was this story this week, right, about the news lady calling that guy a monkey. Like, he said, saying that he looked like a monkey that was on the TV.
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, she crying and apologizing and everything.
My nigga, did you see the monkey?
I seen the monkey.
Did you see the guy?
I seen him.
He did look a little bit like
what's crazy is we know some black people that look like monkeys. Like, let's be honest about that. But at the same time, you don't, as a white person, you can't do that. You don't say that. You don't do that. That shit just comes off all type of wrong. It sound wrong. But shit, we don't call people, that nigga look like a gorilla. We don't say that. You know what I mean?
The only thing I understand it, and I'm not saying anything about her saying it was right. But if it was me and you on camera in that moment, and I was like, yo, you look like that monkey look like your baby guy. like you really look like you had that monkey. Niggas would just laugh it off. Like, no, this nigga didn't call this nigga a monkey.
And certain things we can laugh at that they can't do. That's just the way it is.
When are you gonna learn that rule? Like, it's a hella shit that y'all can do that we can't.
Exactly.
Y'all just got like a few minor things, and it's the way y'all talk and perceive in public. Cause y'all do that shit at home
all day. In the confines of their home, you know that's what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? You got a few bold ones that may step out and say some things out in the open, but for the most part, they keeping that under wraps. But it was crazy, man. She came out with the tears and all that. I was like, man, this shit is wild.
Speaking of like perception and everything, and like the way you perceive things, fucking Dave Chappell special. Did you see it?
Seen it, watched it, loved it.
What did you think of it?
I thought it was one of his best specials. It was like a rapper who passed his prime but dropped a dope ass album.
I don't think Dave is past his prime.
You think he's still in his prime? I think he's legendary status. I don't think he's in his prime. I think he done passed.
I don't think it's really a prime for comedians. Mm-hmm. Like, I think he was so bored that enough shit just happened. Like, I think the first 4 specials was like him working through it in front of us to get to this point. This one felt like Chris Rock killing me softly.
He
the way
killed this shit.
Like, he would like everything banged, but if you go back into the other ones, he said a piece of everything he said.
He sure did.
In this one, so he was just like fixing and critique. Like, I'm gonna make this shit as funny as possible.
Built it up. It's like he dropped mixtapes and then hit you with the album.
That's why he kept hitting you with 2 at a time. I think because that's like, alright, this one's half funny, and this one's half funny. So I'll give you a funny album.
Yeah, he killed it, man. It was like one of his best in a long time. You know what I mean? So I was just like,
not since the Showtime shit when he had the who the fuck wanna hear from Ja Rule?
Oh yeah, that shit was hilarious. That one was crazy. Yeah, I enjoyed that one. I mean, I enjoy all Dave Chappelle joints, but this one I like because obviously he was attacking, and I think he danced that line of keeping it funky and still being a comedian and still keeping it real. Like, you know what I'm saying? He danced the line perfectly, and I was like, especially with the whole transgender talk, keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? But not saying too much to, you know what I mean? Then when he did the impersonation, then he was like, I'm talking about y'all. You know what I mean? That was genius right there because it's the truth.
That's like the way he did exactly what he told y'all what y'all was gonna do, and y'all exactly did it. Like
exactly.
Everything he said, it was nothing wrong. Like, y'all took him saying faggot in the wrong way. He's saying, how come I'm able to say faggot, but I'm not able to. But I'm able to say nigga, but I'm gonna say faggot. And he was like, but Dave, you're not gay. I'm not a nigga either. But everybody skipped that part.
Exactly. That was genius, man. Like, he's intelligent, so, you know, it's the same thing with Chris Rock. They both so smart, and they so consciously, you know, aware, and aware about what's going on in the times that it make they comedy just hit, man. It's just, like, on point.
Yeah. That's what I think, like, I think they fucked up in the English language when they did, like, made it so vast, like, feel me? Certain words, one word could mean something else, like, the inflections count here,
yeah,
and stuff like that. Because you could take it whatever way you want, instead of actually listening to what he said. Like, Malik Yoba came out because a woman that became a man, a black woman that became a man, was trans, and they was cracking on him.
Yeah, I seen that.
And she died, and he said in the beginning, he was like, I want to apologize to my kids because I know they're not gonna take this the right way. Wow. He said that in the beginning.
They still flipped on him later.
Yeah. Then he went to say, he said, I just want to tell you that I am accepting of the trans community, and any trans man, that means a woman. If you know what it means a woman going to a man when you're a trans man.
Okay. Any black trans men who feel like they're not part of the black experience, I just want to let you know that I'm here for you and all that. Niggas talking like he accepting, he'll date a tranny. Well, he said also that he finds trans women to be attractive. He said that in the post, and he said, you know, he was reluctant to say so for years, but now he feel comfortable to say something, which I'm not mad at him. That's his truth. That's his truth. If he feels as though trans women, that's the thing about it is people got to mind their fucking business.
The reason why I don't give a fuck about that. Number one, I'm not Malik Yoba. Number 2, I am not a trans anything.
Wow.
So it has nothing to do with me.
I feel you on that too. But I think for society, I think that's part of a bigger problem, because when they was teasing that kid or whatever, when he was talking like, yo, he was like, yeah, you know, I date trannies, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm into. Bro. So the dude in the camera was like, oh, that ain't thorough, nigga. That ain't thorough. Like you a bitch. You out here sucking dick. Blah blah blah. Like going in on him. You see what I'm saying? And that's pure judgment on this man. My thing is this: you worry about what that man do with his penis, and you calling him gay. You see what I'm saying? Like you see the cycle. Like we worry about so many other people and their business in this whole society to the point where people can't even, you know what I'm saying, be themselves because they so worried about other people. Let people just be. Like, yeah, like you said, it ain't got nothing to do with you. I ain't going to sleep. That's you. You know what I'm saying? Do what you do. I ain't got to criticize you. I ain't got to come out and make you feel less of a person because I don't agree with you do. I'm not gay, but at the end of the day, if you gay, that's what's up. Be gay, do what you do.
Then it be the same niggas that be mad at niggas that's hiding the shit. Like,
yeah,
when a nigga actually come out and be open and be like, oh, that means, what are you really mad? That means you're mad at the actual action of it.
Right.
Instead of anything about it. Like, if you say, oh, I'm mad that niggas be on the low with it, I bet. Then a nigga come out and want to talk.
Now you. So it's just like, my thing is mind your business. You see what I'm saying? I don't gotta go home with you. Why you worried about this man? But now you're gonna make him feel bad or her feel bad. I got cousins I got people that I know. But it's like they be scared to be themselves because they're gonna get judged. And I think that in the world, it's too much judgment. It's too many people speaking about other people's lives. You know?
As a person with a gay best friend, I follow this rule. If I'm able to talk about pussies and titties, you able to talk about dicks, my nigga. Go ahead. I know I'm not into it, but it's unfair for me to know the way we talk and not allow you to be you too.
Let you be, exactly. Let people be them, and that way, I think if more people were able to be, I know it sounds cliche, but the world would be a better place. You know what I'm saying? If people are able to be themselves and not feel like, and that's what Mind Right is about. So just to throw that in there, that's about like being yourself. It ain't about being woke or conscious or gay or straight. It's about being whatever you want to be. Be that unapologetically and stand on your truth and be who you want to be.
Word, because even not liking something is giving it energy. If you don't like it, then don't give it any energy at all.
Exactly. You ain't got to down nobody or try to play nobody or put somebody on the camera. And dude, I don't even like when people take pictures of people that they don't know and put it up on the net. Like, look at this ugly motherfucker or look at this fat person. Like, that shit to me is stupid. Like, you don't even know this person. That could be somebody. Like, I seen somebody post something on the internet one day. And she was like, yo, this nigga look like a pedophile. Why he working at my kid's school? I'm like, damn, that's somebody's father or somebody's uncle, somebody like, you don't even know this man, but we live in this world today where we feel like we got to judge somebody.
Not only that, you posted this person without you knowing. You posted them to the world with a judgment, preconceived notion. Niggas just, yo, he do look hella rapey, my nigga.
Exactly.
Then he had known around town as the rapey nigga, not even knowing how it happened.
Not even knowing how it happened because somebody is judging him, minding somebody else's business. You get what I'm saying? Not worrying about you. If you say it to yourself, all right, but you ain't got to take no fucking picture and post it.
This could be Uncle Joe. This nigga that was a crossing guard for years. This nigga got saved kids from being put in vans and shit. Yeah. Nigga got fucking police condemnations and everything, and you just ruined his whole reputation out of something you felt.
That you didn't have to put out there like that. You see what I'm saying? So I think that a lot of that shit, man, that when I see that on social media, I don't like shit like that. I'm not into that at all, man. You know what I mean? But then the kids is watching. That's my thing. The kids is watching, they see that, they gonna repeat that. You know what I mean? And then what? We gotta live in a world where motherfuckers the kids is doing what we did. Because they seeing it from, you know what I'm saying? They picking it up from us. So it's just like, I don't know, man, we gotta do better.
I think I'm gonna name this show Fuck the Internet.
I love the internet though, but it be on some bullshit. Fuck the people that don't know how to use the internet correctly.
The rainforest being on fire.
Yeah, that's important. That's very important. That's scary and it's important. You know what I mean?
I'm just mad that the people saying Popeye's chicken sandwich was a distraction from the rainforest. Number one, it's called the rainforest, so it couldn't have been a natural fire. It couldn't have been. Anything natural, the rainforest would have put it out automatically. And for something to be that wet and moisturized and still burn, it has to be a chemical there.
Okay.
You feel me? And for something to even last that long in that much of a moisture area, it's rain season right now over there. It has to be chemically induced or whatever like that, because
I never thought about that. You just put me in
just
there.
go, it just put it out. It won't even set a fire in the first place because it's wet. It's always wet.
Wow.
Or do that speak to global warming and the drying of the earth?
No,
That speaks
I'm
to
gonna
the
no.
agenda.
See, they are fucking burning it on purpose.
Huh?
Oh,
It's
okay.
not part of our. It's not part of our land. We can't really talk. We can't talk shit. National, the way governments is set up in 2019. I want to be fair. I don't like some of the shit, but that's in a whole different country. Am I wrong? Am I right?
Still part of the earth.
That's their land. Like, we saved Yellowstone Park, but once in a while, this was Yellowstone Park looking like too, right?
True.
Well, do this research, man.
They need more fucking space, my nigga. Like, they need more space, and I can't be mad at it. They need more space to grow and shit. And how do you start a farm? You burn the soil and make it new.
I think that's an issue.
Now, my thing with it is how much of it is you taking? You can take a little piece, but you gotta leave something there too.
Well, they say the Popeye shit was a distraction, but I don't think that was a distraction because you can pay attention to what you want to pay attention to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I done gathered all this information and had 3 Popeye sandwiches, bitch. What the fuck?
Wait, you was there with your Popeye sandwich?
you want to hop on one?
Nah, see, the first, I'm gonna tell you, this is how this shit happened.
Jordan.
I only had to wait for one, and I didn't want to wait for it, but
I'm saying, how was it though? Was it like that?
that's
Like
the
people
best
was
chicken
talking?
sandwich I ever had.
Damn.
It was like a filet breast, fried to perfection, with all the right condiments to go with it. Even the bread was slapping.
How much they was selling them for though?
Four, like a normal chicken sandwich.
I seen motherfuckers trying to flip them shit.
They could have got them for $75 if they wanted to.
Real talk. Like, we were
Exactly.
eating, so I would have just, nigga, I got them chicken sandwiches. You better hurry up before these shits get cold.
That's crazy. And that's the power of the internet. You see what I'm saying?
That's that power. I go to the internet though.
The first time I walked in on the day they came out, nobody was there. Like, I was just going to get chicken because my job wanted chicken. So I'm like, oh, I just saw this shit on the internet. Let me grab one. Took me like, I was in the store for like 5 minutes and I was waiting on chicken. My sandwich was ready first. Then, same day, they like, oh, you heard about these chicken sandwiches, about to bring you one. So, I ain't had to wait. I don't know how long they waited, but I ain't had to wait for
Because
nothing.
you was
Like a
early.
good 30 minutes.
Oh, all right.
It started getting
Good
crazy
dinner.
though. When the
We
line
got all
was
our
like-
other food. Everybody got their food. I'm still waiting for chicken sandwiches.
Wow. I see.
So then, the third time, it was like, alright, she wanted the chicken sandwich. I'm like, I can do a chicken sandwich. Went to the line, went to the first Popeyes, they was closed. Went to the second Popeyes, it was a line. So she was like, I'm waiting. I'm like, alright, you good waiting.
And it was worth the wait.
Them shits is popping. Like, I'm telling you, like,
She said, yeah.
now, this is my thing about it though. This is my thing about it though.
Just amazing.
Next time that shit come back, it's not gonna taste the same.
It's definitely not.
Cause it was literally one of them sandwiches that you see in the market and you know all the shit that they do to make them sandwiches look.
Yeah.
Your sandwich looked like that, my nigga. The
Oh,
pickle
word?
was that thick, everything. Like
That's
the
how
shit.
they get you. That's how they get you.
And they put crack in that shit.
They probably did.
The next one not gonna look like that, my nigga. I'm telling y'all. So I ain't never eaten another Popeye chicken sandwich.
That's the same thing when you go get your loud from somebody. You know that first sack gonna be crazy.
Just came
You know
in
what
from
I'm
LA, la da da. Next thing you know, you getting Jersey grown, my nigga.
Exactly. That's how it go down. But you know they marketing geniuses, man. They doing what they gotta do. My thing is, shit, we're gonna be learning from it.
Support. Oh man,
Nah,
motherfuckers need to support
exactly.
like they support that motherfucker.
Nah, the power
That's
of
what
it.
the power we have.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
Well,
That
you
shows
know,
shit.
I've been thinking about this for a little minute. What we learned about is the power of the influencer.
Oh, yeah. Because a lot of people did skits.
And what really being an influencer mean. Like, that initial day, the niggas who actually did the reviews, they should get a piece of that. Because
who initially said it to the point where
it was a couple of niggas, because it was a couple of podcasts and stuff like that that initially did it, because they normally talk about food and stuff like that.
So they started the conversation with Chick-fil-A, like kind of going back and forth.
Alright, so like, let's just say I do this podcast and I talk about my love for Chick-fil-A every day, and then I see Popeyes do it. I tried that new Popeyes chicken sandwich and it was popping. So now all my, let's say I get 125 every episode. That 125, I maybe about 8%. Be like, this nigga love Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is popping. So let me go see what this Popeye shit about, because this nigga really love Chick-fil-A. Like, you feel me? So
that's how they did it.
So you gotta count, like, it shows the power of that, like actually being an influencer and why you should pay certain people to market your shit.
Yeah, I agree, man. I didn't have one, me personally, but you know.
Nope. Missed out too.
I just happened to be going there.
By the time they got the big groundswell, it was really sold out, because it really took them like, it take them about good 8 minutes to make the sandwich, because they literally making it by you could tell they make it
by order
right there.
I seen one dude snap. He said, "Yo, we ain't got no more chicken sandwiches, man." He said, "Stop coming up here, man. People asking for 4. What the fuck you need 4 chicken sandwiches for?" He was upset, and I feel him though. Cause I could tell, I knew they probably was having to come back when they break early, couldn't leave him late.
Did y'all hear about the man that's suing
You
them?
gotta think, it's not like a regular burger place. You could be on the grill, put 20 burgers, you over a fryer the whole time. Like,
that's very
hell
true.
no.
So the guy's suing Popeyes because he ordered and paid for a chicken sandwich and it was sold out and never got his sandwich.
So he's suing Popeyes.
So he's suing Popeyes.
That's pain and suffering of missing out on the social experience. Wow. That's exactly what his lawyer meant.
He gonna get some money.
He gonna get some shit.
Yes,
might. He is. FOMO is a thing
he's
now.
gonna get his money back.
Yeah, you gotta look at what they be putting in the cycle.
There you go.
You gotta look at what they putting in the psychological dictionary now, my nigga. Ever since the Fire Festival, FOMO is a thing. Fear of missing out is a thing, because they made it such a big thing that you could actually, they say you could psychologically put yourself like, I deserve to be.
But that wasn't Popeyes putting it out there like that. That was, like you said, influencers. Right. So how am I responsible legally because you missed out on something?
No, because he paid for it.
So they promised him that.
That's what makes it that. Like, you was promised that. Like,
that shit happened every motherfucking day at McDonald's.
Everywhere, you know.
The ice cream machine broke. My bad. We ain't got no more ice cream. Damn, that's crazy though. That's smart though. If you could get money out of that stupid shit, man.
Ever since that Fire Festival shit, y'all promised me an experience of my life, and I paid for it. You owe me that.
Would you go to another Fire Festival thing?
You could have just got the money back though.
It's gonna be called the Icon Festival. Watch, y'all. We try to put.
They said they're doing another one
in 6 years. Watch it.
In 6 years?
Within the next 6 years, he's gonna try it again, and he's gonna name it the Icon Festival, or he's just gonna market it as something else.
He said he got the real people with him now.
Yeah, he's gonna pull up the idea, because he has to now, because it makes him look like, damn, you got played by this white boy.
Yeah, and make him look like that.
And it always was out there that the whole idea of it was Ja Rule idea. Like,
so he got to pull it off now.
He just trusted something. He must have was that. Well, what the fuck are you peasant? They gonna put you. I'm telling you, if I gotta go to jail for you, it's not gonna be pretty. Ja Rule had nothing to do with this, nigga. You knew.
But see, but the thing is though. It ain't no, like, the way the guy was getting other people too. You see what I'm saying? Like, he was running around getting niggas like.
Yo, he made his mentor suck a dick to get water through customs, my nigga.
Ooh, I never heard of
that. It's in the documentary.
It's in the documentary.
He made his mentor. The white dude.
Yeah.
Had a mentor.
It was gay.
And he made him give somebody some head to get water.
Water through customs. Because it would have been No, if it would have had the regularly processed, it was so much that it would have took a week, and then over there you could pay niggas, but he ain't have money.
Wow.
So
he made him do that.
He coerced him.
He's a dirty man.
He coerced him.
He deserved to be who he got. He's a dirty man.
He didn't make that nigga do that. He wanted black dick. I just said no. You just say no. The nigga wasn't gonna beat you up or nothing. Just say no.
Damn. It's a wild world we live in, man. You know what I'm saying? But he in jail now for some time, so what did he get out of that? Nothing.
I don't know how much money he had to give back.
I'm not sure. I gotta watch.
Cause he ain't have no money. Like you gotta think about it, he ain't have no money. So if like let's just say he did this and he got out of it all, he got to keep like a good 10 mil. And he probably got like no more than like 3 or 4 or 5 years. Right?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe.
Was that 10 mil worth
say it on the
it?
documentary? How much time he got?
He wasn't charged yet.
Oh, by that time, okay.
He pled guilty, he wasn't sentenced yet.
Okay.
But it came out, I don't know, we could Google it. But anywho,
wow.
he ain't got a long time at all, I know that. And it's in like a minimum, cause it's like white collar shit.
Yeah, it's like some
So,
actual.
would it be worth the $10 million?
Not for me. I ain't gonna sit down for nothing. I don't care. How much is it? I like my freedom.
Nigga.
Me personally.
Be able to sleep and wake up when you want to and go outside. Just to be able to open a door.
Exactly. That's priceless.
That is priceless. We take that shit for granted every day.
We do. We take a lot of shit for
Look,
granted.
opening the door is the most poetic and freeing shit that you ever could do that we take for granted every day.
Walking down the street, going to get you something to eat, whatever.
You want to know how much important that is? We use like an open door as what's the name, as climbing success. Like somebody opened the door for you.
Wow.
Like, you feel me? That's how much.
That's how much of it, yeah. Wow. Freedom, man. Fuck that.
These mass shootings, guys.
Ooh, too many, man. God damn.
I'm starting not to believe all them shit, to be honest. I'm really starting not to believe all those mass shootings. I think they like manufacturing them shit. Like, some of them. I don't know what to believe on the news no more.
You want to know
Like,
what
I
I
just
think it can be? If you want to go conspiracy theory like that, I believe that we had so many that it became a big thing that the people who are against it is starting to manufacture controls. Like, cause the numbers are mad low of the actual killings and shit. And it'd be like 21 injured though, like, you feel me? But like, one fatal in intensive care. Like, so I believe like they could start staging them to just start rushing the process.
I don't know, man.
Cause you hear about it all the time. Sometimes the thing gets bigger than you, that it gets slowed down. That like, how can we generate some more speed to this?
Yeah, could be that. And it's just like anything that come on the news, man. I don't fuck with the news, man. It's manufactured. I know half of that shit, 90% of that shit is fake.
Matter of fact, I'm about to start calling that situation Central Park 5-in. Because that's basically what that lady did. Like, the situation got so big for her cause that she sped it through and made these niggas seem guilty when the initial thing wasn't. But I think that could be happening in this mass shooting shit.
It could be. It could be, man. It's just like, it's just seeming real funny nowadays. You know what I mean? All of this shit like that I see in the news. And I don't know if I'm just in that Bernie Mac shit where I'm like, yo, I don't believe shit till it happen. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm on some shit like that, or I'm really like just in tune with the shit. Like, same thing that happened with the Jussie Smollett shit. I knew that was a lie from the rip.
Juicy Smollett.
Exactly. I knew that was a lie from the rip. I said that's a lie. It just ain't sound right. So this shit that be coming on the news to me, I'll be like,
certain shit don't be making sense.
It don't make sense. It's just like life don't happen that way. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man.
Like when they be like, oh, we have a drug seizure, and they always read the count in grams, But then if you look at how much it is, be like, nigga, I had like 3 pounds on it.
It's a lot. Man. It's so much shit, man, that just be fucking like stupid. I was watching an interview with Dallas Austin, and he was talking about how Michael Jackson was watching the news of him, because Russia was hiding him.
Yeah.
You seen that?
Yeah.
And he was saying how Mike was watching the news of all these places of him landing. So like they manipulate the news, man. They put out what they want to put out.
Wacko, Jacko.
Yeah, so it's like you don't know what to believe, you know what I mean?
Like, even with the Michael Jackson situation, these niggas apologizing and saying it didn't happen.
Man, I ain't believe that shit from the rip either, man. That whole shit, I ain't believe that shit, man. I ain't believe
Wait, but HBO did a concert with Michael Jackson in like the 80s, right?
Yeah, they did a lot of stuff with him.
So, in the contracts, they can never do anything, produce anything to defame him.
Oh, word. So, but how did they do the documentary?
Wait. So the Jacksons is suing them. Now these niggas saying that, I'm sorry it didn't happen, we need money, la da da. So now they going for triple that. So we might lose HBO. They might bankrupt, Jackson might bankrupt HBO.
Fuck them. That's what they should have did. That
They should bankrupt Oprah too.
They should get, man, Oprah.
Cause she,
terrible.
Oprah been terrible, bro.
People been talking about her.
Before this whole Michael Jackson shit, Oprah told people, convinced white people to not give bums change because this guy said that his daughter got killed by a homeless person. And turns out that the parents killed the girl. Wow. Oprah never walked that comment back. This is why I don't give homeless people change now. I just can't be too sure.
Oprah's a dirty motherfucker. She a part of that bag too. She a part of that, you know, upper echelon, man. She did Monique dirty too. But then again, she's human. What can we do? You know what I mean? I ain't thank you for having me though. That's what I wanted to do. I should have did that. I appreciate you having me on the journey.
Anytime, like I said.
For real. I appreciate it, my man.
I think I could go to what blew my heart this week. Alright. This Epstein shit. You heard about this shit?
Epstein.
This was, he a billionaire. Okay. I don't even know his nigga first name, I don't really want to know. But he was a billionaire. This nigga was running a pedophile. He owned the island where he flew in little boys and girls from other rich people to have sex with them. Wow. This is one of the most cruel and unusual things I ever could think of.
That's it. Very much so. That issue.
The indictments was coming down. He killed himself. People is so sad about Epstein. Nigga, it's not sad about him at all. You are a punk, fucking troll of the undersurge of this earth, and you should have fucking awaited your trial, and suffer and get butt fucked for the rest of your life instead of being a billionaire who died with an eye.
You know, when I think about stuff like that, man, it's like that's one thing that I really don't understand. I mean, I understand it on the physical level. He obviously got a chemical imbalance somewhere in his head to think that that's cool to do that shit.
The sad part about it is he wasn't even gonna get life or anything. He was just gonna get like kidnapping charges maybe or some shit like that, fleeing with a minor, because he was on the island. There's no government there, so they couldn't charge him for the fucking heinous acts that he did to them kids.
And that's probably why he knew. So that's probably why he did it like that. But that's just sad, man. That's just like there's no explanation for that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, to me, I don't understand. Like, spiritually, like I don't understand why that happens. You know what I mean? Like I can't even like.
And fuck everybody that participated in that, because this nigga was doing. You don't accumulate an island in years and just do that. Like,
yeah, he had people who was connecting them and doing all types of shit.
Buying kids from parents and shit. Yeah. Little nasty. Oh,
and motherfuckers is doing it because money is powerful. So people like, well, fucking like turn the blind. He gonna pay me this, like, and it's sad, man. You know what I mean?
My nigga, money is an idea. This guy backing money like in other countries, like in Africa, it's about to say the Middle East. In Africa, it's the oil that's backing it, like that's valuable.
Natural resource, but everybody believes in it, so that's what makes it have some value.
In England, it's like gold and shit from like back. You feel me? And in Europe and shit. In Asia, it's the technology that's backing it. And the southern borders is like fucking their actual workmanship. That's why they are so like underprivileged. Us, it's just idea.
Everybody believes in it.
So our dollar is just an idea. That's why Bitcoin was so big and all that shit. Because it's just an idea. So whatever we actually put in, we can sit here and say a certain kind of rock is valuable today. And could be the biggest thing in the world.
That's what they did with diamonds.
That's all. Diamonds is shit.
Because most of them shits is not what they say they are. You
No,
know?
it's the fact that somebody took a rock and said, you know, this is worth millions of dollars.
Like,
we're gonna put it on your jewelry. We're gonna make it value, and they put the value on the rock. They put the value on the diamond, and there we go. Oh, everybody get a diamond.
Like rubies and sapphires always
and
had,
then instead of
had a value. Like rubies, sapphires, other stuff like that.
It meant something.
Yeah, because it was a mineral.
Okay.
But the actual diamond is just.
And then they take it to where now it's like certain diamonds that they're saying have certain clarity, and they don't even have them, but people saw already it's too late. People
that's
already.
Just bootlegging. That's
exactly.
the way of life.
And now
so
you already.
Something cheap and it's great value.
I look at it like this.
You thinking you
they charge you for how many arms and legs was broke for diamonds.
I mean, arms and legs became broke because of diamonds, because they decided that this was going to be
mine shafts came in.
This is going to be worth this much.
So they put the value on it.
So once they put the value on it, now you got people believing in it. Now you got people dying for it. Now you got people living for it. Now you got people, looking at it as this.
Diamonds didn't become a thing till the 1930s. And when the idea of an engagement ring became a thing, then women fell in love with the idea of having that a diamond engagement ring. Then after that, I want more diamonds. And then men like, oh, you want to be all glistening, baby? I want to wear diamonds now. So then it became a thing. 1930.
It's crazy. Now we got Zales and Tiffany's. And you ain't shit unless you go to Jared. You know what I'm saying? That's how they got you. You better go to Jared and get them rings, or your wife ain't gonna love you. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what they be telling you in them commercials.
Well, Mother's Day. Get mom a chocolate diamond. What the fuck is a chocolate diamond? Shit cloudy as fuck normally.
Exactly, but they got you walk like, I gotta go to Jared. I gotta spin and grip on this. She's still gonna get upset with you. She's still gonna yell at you to take out the garbage. You know what I'm saying? Like Chris Rock said, they ain't never satisfied, right? You can fuck a girl with a diamond dick, and she's still gonna be mad at you. That honestly, going back, that was probably one of his best ones too. The one he did at Johannesburg, and the one he filmed, what was that, like 2013?
He did 3 different spits.
Yeah, that one was good as hell.
Shout out to everybody, man. Once again, we in IBC Productions, fucking studio, for studio time, holla at K Moolah, IBC _973 on Instagram for book any studio time. Holla at Visionary.Jones or Visionary Unlimited for vids, fucking events, everything. Holla at Mind Right.
Mind Right Daily, the hashtag. Mind Right Daily. Check it out.
Cop some of this merch, man. Like,
the merch is out there if you want it. Like, not.
Mind State, fall season coming up, so we're about to start putting out the book of the week for y'all motherfuckers. Just to get y'all mind right, you feel me?
Exactly.
Hashtag book challenge. Shout out to the Godcast, fucking Lord Jamar and them.
Lord Jamar, yeah, man. I sent you a shirt too, Lord Jamar. You know what I'm saying? Wear my shirt, man. Holla at me. Let's do some work. Like Lord Jamar. I like that. I like him and Rod Digger, man. Their show was good. I hollered at him. He hit me back. But I could never, you know what I mean? I needed him to wear that for me.
I'm gonna leave y'all on this solitary advice before I do my ending. Life is about a conversation. Conversation starts everything. Conversation ends everything. Go fuck a nigga up. You still gonna say fuck you, nigga. That's the conversation. You feel me? So remember, learn to talk, learn to read, learn to get your mind right, basically. And the difference between the visionary and the dreamer, and the dreamer and the